Hello again, everyone. We're here to recap week 13 and set things up for the last full week of college football action, focusing on the American Athletic Conference. Let's take a look at the 6 games on tap last weekend and see the results. First, Army. The 9-0 Cadets came in against highly ranked Notre Dame. Not many people gave the Black Knights much of a chance, including me. And Notre Dame certainly flexed its muscles against the U.S. Military Academy, taking them down by a score of 49-14. The Irish scored 4 touchdowns in the first half, taking a 28-7 halftime lead, and they never looked back. With the loss, Army falls to 9-1. This virtually knocks them out of any national championship hopes, but they still potentially win the conference title. It's been a tough year for UAB, but the Blazers got a morale-boosting win on Saturday over Rice, picking up their third win with a resounding 40-14 home victory. Jalen threw for 2 touchdowns, and Lee Beebe Jr. ran for 2 more to lead the victors. Charlotte picked up their fourth win of the season, a 39-27 triumph over Florida Atlantic. Deshaun Purdy threw a 47-yard touchdown pass for the go-ahead score between two conference teams that were each rolling out new interim head coaches. Tim Brewster picked up his first head coaching victory with the win for Charlotte, while FAU finishes out their season with new head coach Chad Lunsford after the firing of Tom Herman. Rajay Harris rushed for 128 yards and 3 touchdowns, and East Carolina scored 24 third quarter points to rally and beat North Texas 40-28 last Saturday. The Pirates, now 7-4 on the year, are already going bowling, whereas North Texas, now at 5-6, will still have to win its last game of the year in order to qualify for a bowl. South Florida got the win it needed against Tulsa by an overwhelming margin of 63-30. Bryce Archie had 315 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, and Kelly Joyner had 131 rushing yards and 2 scores in 10 carries for the Bulls. The South Florida defense also forced 5 turnovers in the big victory, pushing South Florida now to 6-5, bowl eligible, while Tulsa falls to 3-8. UTSA beat Temple 51-27, also becoming bowl eligible with the victory. Robert Henry ran for 178 yards on 16 carries and scored 2 touchdowns on Friday night of last week. The Roadrunners have now won 9 straight home contests and 17 of 18. With the win, UTSA goes to 6-5, while Temple falls to 3-8 with the loss. I was 5-1 for the week, only missing the game between Charlotte and Florida Atlantic. Now, let's take a look at the Week 14 schedule as we close out the regular season for everyone except Army and Navy. UTSA will end its regular season on a high note with a win over Army, who will fall to 9-2, with the Navy game still left on the schedule. Army will then beat Navy to finish their season at 10-2 before taking on Tulane for the championship. Charlotte will finish the regular season at 5-7 with a win over UAB, who will fall to 3-9. ECU will finish strong with a win over Navy. The Pirates will finish their regular season at 8-4, whereas Navy will drop to 7-4. They will then lose to Army to make their final regular season record 7-5. FAU will find a way to pick up a win against Tulsa, which will make both of those teams 3-9 to end the regular season. Rice will beat South Florida to end their season at a disappointing 4-8. USF will finish the regular season at 7-5. Temple will upset North Texas, bringing its final regular season mark to 4-8. With the loss, North Texas will fall to 5-7 and miss out on a bowl by just 1 game. In the marquee matchup between two 9-2 teams, Memphis will defeat Tulane, but then Tulane will still get to play Army for the conference championship because they will have only one conference loss. And that brings us to the final game. So the Tulane Green Wave will then face up against Army for the championship, and Tulane will win that to win the conference. They're the highly ranked team at this point of the season, and I imagine that they will maintain that. After the Army-Navy game, I'll be back with my final analysis of the 2024 regular season. I hope you'll join me in the meantime. Happy holidays, and we will talk to you soon.